The throat is a true secret, but don't think it's the only way of picking a good pigeon. As you heard here, our champions first judge a bird by its pear-shaped body conformation and its slightly weight-forward balance in hand. Then they look for silky feather quality. These two are vital components. Only when a bird passes these tests would they bother to look in the pigeon's throat. That's because a bird with a perfect throat but bad balance or feather is still a bad pigeon. Also, don't even bother to look at the throat unless the bird is healthy and rested. The best time of year is winter, particularly November after the molt, and it's best to shut birds in a nest box or an uncrowded basket overnight before you can make accurate observations. Also, don't bother to judge the throat of a bird younger than 6 months. First, it's dangerous because the beak is tender, and also the bird's body, including the throat, is still growing. Let's reinforce what our champion said. Be careful when you open a bird's mouth, and make sure you have good light to do an examination. Now here is the first of 3 key things you are looking for: the width and straightness of the line between the curtain at the back of the bird's mouth. For 10 points, this line must be about the width of a human hair. It should generally lay straight, but the curve can be affected by how you hold the bird. You'll get better with practice. When you open the mouth, wait about 5 seconds for the curtain to settle. The 10-point line is as wide as a human hair. A 9-point has a line twice as wide as a 10. An 8-point throat has a gap twice as wide as a 9. So an 8-point throat has an obvious gap, but if it's straight, the bird still has potential. Second, observe the color of the curtain. You're looking for a light rosy pink as the perfect color. Third, and often hardest to see, are marks on the curtain. This is very important. Even a slight horizontal mark is a sign of stress. You'll often see these marks on a pigeon's throat during the racing season. However, by winter, after the molt, these marks should be gone. If noticeable marks can still be seen on the curtain after the molt, our champions will usually not race or breed that bird again. And finally, remember that learning to read the throat takes time, months, even years. But the more you observe, the better you will become at this important skill. In order to demonstrate how learning this skill can help you select your breeders or save money if you buy birds, I asked Frank Tasker to show a bird that was perfect except for one secret flaw.
Yeah, if I walked into an auction and saw this pigeon on display and his pedigree on display, I would immediately go and look to that pigeon. He's beautiful. He's got a lovely bold head. His feather quality is superb. His balance is good. His pedigree is brilliant. And you think, oh, he's got a lovely strong eye. Everything about him is good. And then I look to the throat. And there we have a throat that's of no value whatsoever. The line between the curtains is twisted and damaged. There's been heavy scarring at some time. You can see that about 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom. Going horizontally, it's healed quite a bit, but no, that is a throat and it's absolutely worthless.